Hey Pisces, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Pisces. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Okay, very interesting energy, and I can actually see why you would be drawn to a person like this, because if you think about just the Don Juan energy, just that suave, kind of like sensual and romantic energy, this person's definitely a charmer. And I think sometimes a person who knows how to say all the right things at the right time and really sweep someone off their feet, a lot of times they're not very genuine, or we don't expect them to be. But on the other side, this person has these qualities of the servant. Like, they have these qualities of wanting to take care of people. So I think that this person is very sexy. It's kind of interesting that you were drawn to this Lovers card, because this is a very like sensual card. So I think that that kind of is very telling about this relationship that you're going to be going into. This person is very sexy, and they're nice looking. They're very well put together. They like to dress nicely. They maybe always have their hair done, or something like that. And they're very, very charming. So I do think initially you are drawn to this person, probably because of a lot of their physical attributes. But what's funny about this is I'm picking up on the fact that, like, I think that what makes you be really drawn to them at first is the fact that they make romantic gestures toward you. Like, they go above and beyond to charm you. They do everything that they can. They come up with, literally, this is like the kind of stuff straight out of movies and like romance novels. Like, this person comes up with the type of romantic gestures that you didn't really think existed in real life, or that maybe under any other circumstances you thought were a little bit cheesy, but it's like somehow when they do it, it's not cheesy at all. Like, you love to have this person's attention on you, and they love to give it to you. That's like the energy I'm picking up from this. They're the type of person that really catches everyone's attention as soon as they walk into the room. So there's no question about why you are initially drawn to them. But I think what really keeps you interested is the fact that they have such a good heart. So I'm also seeing that this person is really, like, I'm wondering if you know this person already. So for these readings, it can be really interesting. Like, you are single right now, but you might have someone in your life that you have your eye on, or someone that, like, there's a possibility of something starting with. This is somebody who might drive a really nice car, or they might have like a distinct car in some way. Like, it's some kind of bright, flashy color, or it's like all custom or something like that. Like, they put a lot of time and energy and focus into their outward appearance in the world, and they always have things like really nice. Like, they have everything really pulled together, and they just have this way of attracting a lot of attention. But it's like, the surprising part is how generous they are and how giving they are. So they are definitely the type of person that appreciates nice things for themselves. But I think that, like, they're just not shallow at all. Like, they love to give to others just as much, if not more, than they like to give to themselves. So through these romantic gestures that they make toward you, you start to see that about them right away. Like, you see how much joy they get from giving to you and paying attention to you and making sure that your needs are met and trying to please you any way that they can. I think what's really important about this person too is that's coming through is, like, when you see how they interact with their family, it really changes your initial opinion of them. Like, I don't think you have a bad opinion of them. I think that actually this person does catch your eye. They really catch your attention, and you're intrigued. But at the same time, you might not see them as somebody who, like, you would want to be in a relationship with, because you, like, at first you're not really sure about what's beneath all of the showiness and all of the flashiness. And it's not that they're overly showy, it's just that they really do have themselves put together and they're very attractive. But I feel like for a lot of you, a turning point in this relationship is when you see them interact with their family. Maybe even with their friends. And I think in some cases, even with acquaintances or with strangers on the street, like you might be blown away at how giving they are and how attentive they are. Like they may, like help somebody out that they, like someone just asked them, like if they can spare $1 or something like that. And they're very caring, and they will go above and beyond to help those around them. This is the type of person that's always doing for others. So I think this is someone who might have a strong connection to their family. This might be somebody who's very, very close with their mother or their father or grandparents or something like that. And they're always like going out of their way to make sure that their family is well taken care of. Very close-knit family. I feel like you see this person interact with like maybe their nieces and nephews or their cousins, their parents, and you see how loving they are, you see how gentle they are, you see how kind they are, and you see how much they prioritize those people in their life that are important to them and that are close to them. And it feels like they are the type of person that lets you fall right into that group really early on. Like they make it clear that they want to give to you and be as devoted to you as they are to some of these other really important people in their life. So they put you up on that pedestal. And that's what's interesting about this person, because they, I think that this could be the type of person that at first glance kind of appears, they kind of appear like the sort of person that puts themselves on a pedestal, or like that's an initial impression that you could get from this person, but it's actually not true at all. Like they actually are way more giving when it comes to giving to others. So let's pull a couple of cards and see what else you might like about this person or about this relationship in general. It can be the entire relationship. So we have cold brew. Let's get one more. It's funny because the energy of God. Okay, the energy of cold brew is really, it's like a very energetic, it's an alive energy. So this person is vivacious, they are active, really like a social person, and they energize you. The energy around them is it's bright, it's fun, it's happy. I think this is someone you can have a lot of fun with. They are a lot of fun. I think this is somebody too who has a lot of interests. So they're a very interesting person. They have a lot of experiences to share, a lot of like hobbies, a lot of like, they just know random facts. They like to share with you random facts. They don't do it I don't think it's like in a cocky way. I think you enjoy it. Like it's very enlightening. You get to learn a lot about them, and they may be well traveled and have a lot of experiences to share with you. So it's just really fun to be around them. Their enthusiasm is a joy, and they just bring a lot of enthusiasm to everything that they do. For some of you, like this will resonate for some, but for some you have a shared love of coffee. Like you and this person are going to connect over your shared love of coffee. If you hate coffee, this is not a message for you. It might not be coffee, but maybe some other drink. Maybe you're a tea drinker, maybe, something you really enjoy, but it's like the two of you are going to connect, and your interests and your preferences are going to overlap in some way. This can also be an indication that like you might meet this person for a coffee date in the beginning of your relationship or something. Like try to keep it real casual, like we'll just stop for some coffee or whatever. So that can be like a little hint at some of the activities that you might participate in together. I'm also hearing that like this might be the person who brings you Like, this is the type of person that always brings you your favorite coffee, your favorite drink. Like, if you have like a favorite Starbucks drink or something, this person, they're very thoughtful, they're very intuitive, and they'll just like know when you want your drink, and they'll just show up with it and always get the order right. Again, if it's not coffee, it's like your favorite drink or your favorite treat. They like to treat you in that way. They like to just show up and bring you exactly what you needed, exactly what was on your mind. They just do thoughtful things like that is kind of the point. Now, we also have this pickle card, so I'm just going to go ahead and let your imagination run wild in terms of what this could mean about something you like about this person, because I'm really over here trying to keep it PG, but Spirit obviously has other plans, so we'll just let you take care of that one. I'll just... I will say, I think that the physical side of your relationship is going to be fabulous, and I will just leave it at that. Another way I could interpret this message, just in case we don't want to go there, this person is someone who's always there for you when you're in a tough spot or when you're in some kind of jam. Like, they will be there to help you sort it out. And that's kind of the same energy as like that person that shows up with your favorite drink. Like, they just know, like, when you need them. They just know you need them, and they will show up. They will devote their time and energy to helping you in whatever way you need. So, let's look at some tarot and kind of like see what your relationship with this person is going to be like. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be all this. Okay, Five of Wands and the Hierophant. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? The Chariot on the bottom of the deck. Let's take that as well. Okay, so the first thing that jumped out at me as soon as that Queen of Pentacles came out is like, you are treated like a king or a queen, just however you identify, however you would want to be treated in a relationship. You are treated like royalty in this relationship. You're treated like somebody who really matters. I feel like let's go ahead and put your card down here too. You all kind of get the Lovers card as a bonus. It only makes sense to me. You're treated like royalty in this relationship. You're really treated like somebody who is significant. And that's kind of what I was saying before. Like, this person makes space for you in their life immediately. They let you know that they are interested in you, and they're interested in like taking care of you the same way that they do for their family and for those that mean a lot for them. It just kind of comes naturally to them. Now, I do think that for a lot of you, this relationship could be literally like the relationship. This could be your future spouse. So that's never clear or like sure going into this. This could be a very significant relationship in your life, but it might not be lasting. In your case, this is definitely a lasting relationship. Whether you do choose to get married or not, this is a relationship that's going to be in your life for a long time. Like, this person's going to be in your life for a long time. The Ten of Cups is really about fulfillment, and it's about family. It's about having that total love and support from somebody. So that's how you feel in this relationship. This is certainly somebody that you're going to be able to see yourself starting a family with, having children with. Another thing I think is really important is, like, this feels like the kind of relationship where you are totally free to be you. You're free to pursue your own interests, to have your own friends, to have your own hobbies and time to yourself. And when the two of you are together, it's like a bonus. I think that this person is really great about making you feel like that. Like, they're great about making you feel included in their life, and then also like they have their own thing going. So you both have a very independent nature about you, and your life together does not, it doesn't spoil that. Like it doesn't make it so that you lose yourself, is I think what I'm trying to say. You both still maintain a very strong sense of your independence and of who you are as individuals before you come together in this couple, which is just absolutely great. Absolutely great, because I think a lot of times we lose ourselves in relationships, especially one that looks like as big and as significant as this relationship is. So I definitely get the feeling that this is somebody that you will share a home with. With this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is someone that you will live with. And I don't think, I'm trying to see, like, do I think that this is something that happens rather fast? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think this is someone that you will eventually live with, but it doesn't feel like anything that you rush into. You did kind of like finish this out with the bottom of the deck energy being the Chariot. So what I think about this is not necessarily that this relationship develops overly quickly or in a way that anyone would be concerned with. This isn't the type of thing where your family pulls you aside and says, are you sure about this? This is all moving really fast. I think that it feels like the timing is right. It feels like the timing is appropriate, and it's something you're comfortable with. So this doesn't move faster than you are comfortable with, but it does feel like the type of relationship that moves. It feels like the type of relationship that is not stagnant. It's not one that leaves you wondering. It's not one where you're like, are they going to call me back? What's going on here? There's movement. So even if you're not moving to a place of marriage or of living together like overly quickly, I think you always have the sense that there's progress in the relationship, that there is movement, that it's going somewhere. It's like, it's not the energy of like, am I wasting my time? I feel like you never have that thought in this relationship that you're wasting your time, because things are happening at the appropriate pace for you. We do have this Five of Wands energy, and the Five of Wands can be about some challenges and some difficulties. Pretty much every card that you have here is absolutely gorgeous, and the Five of Wands is the only card that suggests any kind of difficulty or strife. So this can just kind of be an indication that like it's not all rosy, it's not all like all rainbows, which is what's in the Ten of Cups. Like, it's not all rainbows. Like, relationships have their challenges, they have their ups and downs. There might be certain insecurities or certain things that need to be worked through in this relationship, but it's something that you move past. That card's being followed up by the Hierophant. So I think for a lot of you, this really is about marriage for you. The fact that these cards came out one after the other, there could be some sort of conflict around the idea of marriage. Maybe you're somebody who isn't traditional and they are, or vice versa. So that could be where the conflict comes in. It could be that one person wants to do things in a very traditional way and they actually want to get married, and the other person's like, I'm fine just being together, I'm fine just living together. There could be conflict over that in this relationship, or really anything. But it doesn't look like there's an overwhelming amount of conflict. I think the two of you get along very well. Very, very well. Like, I think you just have your, like, you might have your moments, but with the Hierophant, we're talking about tradition, and it's a card of marriage. It really is a card of marriage. So if that's something that you're on the same page about, being traditional in that way and actually getting married to this person, I think that it's likely something that both of you have on your mind. It's something that both of you see right from the beginning, because you see this relationship progressing, you see it moving forward, you see that that momentum that it has. So yeah, I think that also the emotional connection is so on point with this Ten of Cups coming out for you. And one thing I'm noticing is, like, if you look at the expressions on the faces of the people in these cards. Like these, for example, a lot of happiness and laughter. This is somebody who really makes you laugh and makes you feel joyful. Very, very joyful and at peace. I get a really peaceful energy from the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. So I think there's a lot of peace in this relationship. I want to pull some romance angel cards and just see if there's more messages for you. Oh, you have worth waiting for. I feel like that really is the energy here, because all of this joy and everything, this might be a situation where you feel like this relationship took a long time to come to fruition. It might, I just dropped a card for you guys. It might, let's see what fell out. I was only going to take one more, but two more fell out. It might be that both of you have like put in your fair share of work when it comes to trying to nail down a connection like this. And once you meet this person, you're like, yeah, it took a little longer than I wanted, but it was totally worth the wait. You have true love and make the effort. And I feel like make the effort is just the perfect card to let you know how this person, how they feel about you and how they treat you, because that's kind of the energy I was picking up on. This is a person who will make the effort. Like, they will make moves towards you. They will keep you in the Chariot energy and make sure that this relationship is progressing. You're gonna feel like you're brought into like the fold, is how I want to say it. Like, you're brought into their family. You're made a part of their family really early on, whether that's like actual relatives or their friend group or something. But the people who are closest to them, they're going to be inviting you into that circle very early on, and they really make the effort. A little bit about physical appearance. This is I feel like this person has dark hair. This is the type of person that would be described as tall, dark, and handsome. That's kind of a description for a male. So if the partner that you have in mind is not male, then think like very dark features, sultry. I feel like for a lot of you that's the vibe that this person gives. A very sensual. They have like a very sensual essence about them. Probably a fire sign, to be honest with you, or has strong fire placements, because they seem like they're giving me like King or Queen of Wands energy, like very vibrant and vivacious, energized, and like people flock to them. So in terms of recognizing this person, like they have this sultriness to them. They have something that draws you in, probably very dark and mysterious, deep eyes, that it's like you're reaching their soul through their eyes. Like, you feel that kind of connection with this person. And there's passion between you for sure. That was immediately apparent from like the very first oracle card. There's a lot of passion in this relationship. I think you were drawn to this card for a reason. That's a super passionate depiction of the lovers. I think you were drawn to this for a reason. So yeah, that's kind of all the messages I see for you. It looks like an exciting relationship. It looks like the type of relationship that's going to be very long lasting and really make you feel loved and supported on every level. So it's like you've got the passion, you've got the emotion, you've got the stability. I think the two of you create a lot of abundance, and you have a very abundant life together. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, very abundant life, not only in terms of material success, but in terms of like family. Like, I think there's a lot of kids in your future, unless that's not a direction that you want to go with your life. But like, yeah, I think that you have abundance coming from every angle in this relationship. So it's a very fulfilling relationship, and definitely one that if it took a little while to come in, you're gonna realize that it was totally worth waiting for. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you liked this reading, if it resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye!